Those funny other people. We're going to hear today from John chapter 10, verses 11 to 18. Jesus said to the Pharisees, "I'm the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, who is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away. And the wolf snatches them and scatters them. The hired hand runs away because the hired hand does not care for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own and my own know me, just as the Father knows me and I know the Father. And I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice. So there will be one flock, one shepherd. For this reason, the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it up again. I have received this command from the Father." Well, if you read the Gospel of John, you quickly understand that he thinks in opposites: light, dark, life, death, above, below, and so on. The logical extension of this is in, out, and that seems to be part of his theology. The missional task of Jesus' followers is to draw people in. John, in other words, comes across as promoting quite an exclusive model of faith. You're either with Jesus or you're against Jesus. Now, listen to this line from today's Gospel where Jesus, the Good Shepherd, is talking about his responsibilities towards his flock. "I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice." Well, who are these people? And our answer to that question will tell us as much about ourselves as it might tell us about Jesus himself. The word other has taken on a relatively new meaning as a verb. To other people is to view or treat people or a person or a group of people as intrinsically different from and alien to oneself. Our immediate thought about other sheep might include those we already know who are not Jesus' disciples, in other words, people a bit like us. However, if we take the word other in its contemporary and more challenging form, suddenly those boundaries are significantly broader and include those whom we consciously or perhaps subconsciously other. I wonder who might be on that list. The list is potentially very long, but certainly would include racial groups we don't know and cultural groups we don't understand, not familiar with, LGBT plus people, people whose political views we find difficult, addicts, offenders, so on. One way of thinking about all this is to rephrase the question and to ask it this way: who's missing from our church? Those missing are the others. Jesus longs for them to know him as their shepherd. Perhaps Jesus is more inclusive than we thought, and perhaps we ourselves need to be more inclusive in order to be truly called members of his flock.